Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? It would never fail if I didn't do this every time or sometime. Either I have sound or don't, or something like that happens. So there you go.
Are you just saying you didn't click the button to bring our faces on screen? That nobody even noticed or cared. So it's all good.
That's right. They're just looking at a circuit board saying, who the heck is talking back there?
Yeah, exactly. I love this from Jolyn right off the bat. Okay. May the 4th be with you. It's May 4th today. Star Wars Day, unofficial,
niece's birthday. My niece's birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Michael's niece. We are so glad.
Ever since she was 3, she always said, "May the 4th be with you. May the 4th." So that's how I know that. Yeah, forever. So anyway.
Oh, Jolyn has answered
South Carolina. There we go. Yep. Answered it.
Got cousin Russ out there. He's asking if you smashed the thumbs up button. You know,
member. I see the member symbol also.
It depends. It depends on. It depends on which device you're on. Because if you smash the thumbs up button on your phone, it could be bad.
That's true.
Anyway, he did want to know if you're a member. Anybody out there, you're a member? If you're a member, like Bob, you'll have that little symbol next to your name. That's how we know. Hi, Bob. Glad you made it.
Almost 70. I hope that's talking about temperature.
I was thinking the same thing and I wasn't going to say it. You're right. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Age is just a number, right?
It is.
So is temperature.
That's true. It is.
And there is sound from cousin Russ.
What? No way. Yeah, technicalities. I get it.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Michael's niece. Thank you. Appreciate it. State of confusion. Okay, I hear you. Phoenix,
Linda Hoffman in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, hello, Linda.
That's right around the corner from you.
I was just gonna say we're practically neighbors. I'm over here in Mesa, Arizona. So hello, Linda. How are you? All right. So today's topic is OBS. It's a simplistic topic, right? OBS. It's very simple. OBS always very simple.
You're gonna do the simple version. We are going to show you. I think what I really want to do today is show you that it can be simple. Okay, so it doesn't take a whole lot. You do have to have some knowledge. A lot of this stuff you've got to, but we're going to kind of try and take it back to the basics, because you can see right now we got the little fancy around the outside edges, all that kind of stuff, and we do a lot of fancy things, and we'll show you a little bit of that at the end. But
go ahead. You don't always have to be fancy, right? I mean, for some of us, this is me. I'm like, let's just make it as simple as possible. I just want to record a video where I'm just on the screen talking, but the thing that I want to show you is really, really big. But then there's times when I want to talk a little bit more than show, and so I need to be bigger, but the thing I'm talking about still needs to be on screen. So I hope there's a simple way to do that. And of course, we're going to assume you already have OBS installed. You probably already understand scenes and sources. So we're not going to go over those setup items, but we are going to talk about putting a source into a scene, two sources into a scene twice. Right? Into two separate scenes. And it's going to sound more complicated than it really is. So go ahead and take it away, Michael.
We've already made this so complicated just talking about it.
I know.
Yeah, no, we're just going to show a little bit about, I mean, why do you even need OBS? You don't. I mean, you really don't. But it's kind of like what Heather was saying, because you got programs like this that'll give you some of that.
This meaning StreamYard?
StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard that we're streaming from. I'm sorry, I forgot. I should have said that. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, good point though. Appreciate it.
Okay. So here's the thing. Yeah. If you could purchase, like, StreamYard isn't free. They have like a low, what do you call it? Paid version, right? And then
different levels.
Yeah, and then there's different like Camtasia. It will screen record as well as record my picture so that I can put those together, but that's a little bit more complicated and it costs money. You know, OBS, we always come back to OBS for one very important reason.
It is free.
It's free.
Yeah, I like the cost.
If there is somebody out there who's looking for a way to get started or even to do a higher end production, OBS is a great answer for both of those. So
I agree.
I also want to bring this up. Andrew did mention that you have multiple monitors, and you and I both have more than one monitor, and that does make life a little bit simpler. But with what you're going to show, I think this could actually be an answer for folks to understand that you don't necessarily have to have 5 monitors, 15 stream decks, 7 or 8 very expensive cameras, and so on and so forth. So I just, that's what I wanted to show. Let's show it today.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think I just want to reiterate, and I think that's a great point, because like Canva, all these other things, they're all paid for versions. You can do a lot of these things. They're all paid for versions. And OBS is free. So that's probably one of the biggest reasons. Yeah, there's probably a little learning curve, right? I mean, wouldn't you say?
Sure. Yeah, well, and that's why you join a community like yours, where you teach us how to do it. But I mean, well, that's a plug for later.
Okay, got it. All right. Let's go ahead and let me share my screen. I'm going to show you. All right, so I'm going to go full screen with that, just so you can kind of see.
I'm just going to say this before you get started. Everyone is looking at those scenes and sources, which is kind of hard to see a little bit, and freaking out, because if they open up their OBS for the first time, they're not going to see any of that stuff listed.
That is
it's because you are an extremely advanced user.
Right. There's a lot of things that I have on here.
So everybody, just listen to me for a minute. Just ignore all that, okay?
Calm down.
Calm down.
So I'm going to go down to the bottom here. I'm going to go down at the bottom. You have, if you know about scenes and sources, a lot of times when you're adding something, there's a little plus sign down at the ends. Scenes are on the left-hand side over here. And then you have over here on the sources side. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Over on the sources side, you're going to have a plus sign over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new scene. I'm going to show you as if there was nothing here. This is brand new blank. So what I want to do is I want to put me large, which I am fairly large. So
no, that's not what we're talking about.
Me large. And then let's just do voice meter. Just because it's easy. Oops, golly, I have to put my glasses down so I can. Okay. And voice meter by itself, hit OK. So I want to do, so it's going to go blank.
Oh, thank goodness you cleared that right column, because that was a little overwhelming. But
I know. So here we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a source for that. This is my scene I have over here. This is my scene over here down at the bottom. I don't know if you can. I know you might not be able to read it.
It's hard to read. Yeah, it's hard to read, but that's okay. We understand.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the main thing. And then now I'm going to go ahead and add a source to that scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a video capture device, which is my camera. So I'm going to go choose my camera, and I'm going to go down here. I have an existing one of my C922. I'm going to hit OK, and boom, it makes it full screen for me. Very nice. I like that. Okay. And there's a lot went into that, because sometimes it comes out square when you first do it, all that kind of stuff. And people are like, oh my God, how do I change that? That's another reason why to join the community, so you can learn about that kind of stuff. So here we go. So,
and just so anybody who knows what we're talking about when we say join the community, we're talking about the join button here on the YouTube channel. Right. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, you have to go to the YouTube channel and click the join button at the bottom of this video. Go ahead.
Thank you. All right. And now I'm going to open up a window capture, because I'm going to capture one of my windows that I'm going to talk about. Like I said, we're going to talk about voice meter. So let me just add that. Okay. This is one that I didn't already have existing. So I'm just going to add that, and it says, okay. All right. So cool. It comes up to this. What is this? Nothing. I have to choose in this window area here. You can kind of see.
Now you have to have voice meter open in order to do this, right?
True.
Okay. So if voice meter wasn't working right now, if it wasn't turned on your computer,
it would not be a choice.
It would not be listed there. Okay.
That's right. Got it. And it's about 4th from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click it. There it is. I'm going to hit OK.
Okay.
And you can kind of see, and then I can just resize this. Okay. So if I take this, I can resize this down to, it's kind of like you know how in a newsroom, they have something going on the news up here in the corner while they're talking and stuff. You can do that. I can put that over on this side. I'm just moving this around freely as I want. So this is kind of what some of the things you can do with this OBS. It's kind of cool, because you can put things where you want. Some of these other things, like the StreamYard, where it's live, it's set where they put it,
Can I just do this just to show as an example?
Please.
I'm going to go ahead and click the layout button in the bottom of our StreamYard that's going to put, so now this is me with you right there, but I can't control, I can't do anything to move you around the screen. So I'm stuck with your pieces right here. There's all that space over on the side behind you I can't deal with. So yeah. So this is another reason why we like OBS for this. So let's just go ahead and put you back.
All right. So I really like this. This is very useful. Here's the whole topic of today, and what we wanted to show is this is cool with me large. Again, remember I am fairly large. And then up here I have like a topic or whatever thing I'm going to be talking about, because right now I'm talking to you versus having it. But if I want to reverse this and change it, go ahead.
Before you move on to making a new scene or whatever, I just want to say to the folks out there watching, you can add words to the screen. You can add another camera. You could add another application. You could add a picture, a still photo, all kinds of things you could add to this. We are just going to focus on these two sources for now.
Today. Yes. Just going to show you that. All right. So now let's go back, and I want to create a scene with the exact same elements. I want the voice meter and I want my camera, and you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but it puts a red line on whichever one I choose.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We see that.
Okay. So I want to do that, but here's what I want to do. I want the exact same thing, but just the opposite. So what I usually do is I would take a scene that I already have, which is me large. Okay. So I'm going to right click on that. And when I do, I can duplicate. And when I duplicate that, I'm going to do me small. I want a small version of me, and voice meter, I want it to be large.
If only if it was so simple as to just type the word small next to the word me, and I would be then small. That would be amazing.
So when I duplicate this, it did it. I mean,
but wait a minute.
What?
You're not small, Michael. You're the exact same size you were before.
Exactly. So here's the difference. Here's the thing. So now there's a couple things here. These are layers. Like this is on top of this. You can see that. And if I were to move myself right now, you can see that I'm below that. The first thing I want to do though is I want to change the order here. So in order for this to work, for example, if I go to make this small, it's going to be back behind or whatever, and it's not going to work right? So I have to change the order. So I need to move this camera above. So I'm going to take this little arrow down here at the bottom. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to take that little arrow down at the bottom.
Excellent.
And I'm going to hit that, and it's going to move. Now you're like, where'd the voice meter go?
You lost voice meter.
Well, my whole idea of this is that you see me shrinking it down, right? So, and then I'm going to make this like this. And I'm like, wait a minute now. That doesn't fit. I need to, that doesn't look right. Well, the cool thing is Heather even mentioned this just a second ago. I can add things in here. So for example, I'm going to add a color source. It's going to take up the full page probably. I'm going to call this gray because I want it to match the voice meter gray. And then hit OK. And you're like, well, dude.
Yeah, no, that's not great.
So I'm going to take that down arrow, just like I took the up arrow on the other. I'm going to take the down arrow and move it back behind those other things. And it's not really the right gray though. So what I need to do here is I need to change this. I need to find out what this gray color is to be able to change that. So let me go into the properties of this color. I'm going to slide this out of the way. I'm going to select the color. And I know this color already for this dark gray. The reason I know this color already, I'm using the HTML number, whatever that's called down there. Do they call that a hex number or something? Or?
Hex code.
Is that what it is? See, you know that better than I do. You know that because you do the artsy stuff. So I already figured that out. Yeah, and I have on my Stream Deck where it's really cool on my Stream Deck, and that's a whole different thing where I can select that color. All I have to put my arrow over and hit the button, and it'll tell me what color's underneath that arrow.
Oh, you did a tip on that, which is one of the things that we get as members of the channel. Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
So see there, look, it made the color back behind there, so it looks a little bit more appealing. So there you go. So how about that? And if I'm talking about this side, I can move this over here. I can move this
Or you
down
could even
here.
make 𝑉oiceMeeter just a little bit smaller so you're not covering up any of the buttons.
I could do that too. I could absolutely do that. I can make that like
and
this.
Now that you have that in the back, it doesn't even look
Yep.
like it doesn't belong. Oh, that's smart.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Love that kind of stuff. So this is really kind of cool, really neat and everything. And it's visible enough to if you're presenting to someone, and I can do that. So what's neat is I can go back and forth to each one. See how it kind of fades into the next one?
Oh, look at that.
Do that kind of stuff. So it's really kind of a demo today. A demo showing you some of the stuff that you can do.
Okay. Right. Now all right, let's bring us both back up on screen. Okay. And okay, so that is really great. I hope that helps somebody out there be able to do just simple things in OBS because that was really cool. But I know you have taken everything from simple to spectacular. That's a word I just made up. And one of the things that you do that I think is amazing takes what you just showed us to like level 12. Like that's level 1 and you do like level 12 with it. Can you demonstrate some of that? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. Let's do that. So one thing that's really cool is I can choose. Now I'm not going to screen share this. I'm just going to show you the final results. So let me just go to me.
Yep.
All right.
Good idea.
We'll just show me. So I have a table camera. So if I want to go to that table camera, all I do is I hit a button that's on my Stream Deck. Again, a whole nother thing. What is a Stream Deck?
Right, it's level 12.
Yeah,
that's level 12. You got it. When you get to level 12, you know what a Stream Deck is.
This video will come down into the corner and show you my camera. So, boop, look at there. And then I can show my cell phone, which is right here. And there you go. I can go to there and do that. If I need to come back up to full page of me, isn't that cool how that does that? I just love how that does that.
So neat.
And then I also have another camera. Let me go to my regular table camera that I have again. And this one is right here. So you can see
the Stream Deck.
Yeah, you can see the 2 Stream Decks.
Yeah.
I don't have just one. I have 2.
Of course.
For some reason, it's numbers for me, like 5 monitors, etc., all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But let's say if I'm talking about something and I'm over here and I'm kind of blocking it, I can always move my image over to the other side.
Right.
Doing all these different things to do that and different features. Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. This all looks
right.
very familiar to me. You just did a workshop on this, didn't you?
I did. Yep. And as a community member, you have access to that and you can view that and see that at any time. So yeah, absolutely.
So because I missed that one, I think I was really sick during that one, but there in that, do you actually show the folks in the workshop how they too can get rounded corners and shrink it down and move it around the screen?
Yep. I sure do. Now, I want to say though, it's advanced.
Oh yes,
I'm going to give level 12.
Yeah.
You keep going to level 12. What you're
well,
doing.
Because it's pretty up there. I'm still working on level 1, so I really want to make sure. I mean, I have rounded corners because I cheated. I found my own way to do rounded corners, and if you're interested in how to find that out, join the YouTube channel membership, and I'll let you know.
That's right.
It's much easier than his way, but I can't do any of the fancy stuff that he does.
That's right. Yeah, no, we just wanted to kind of give everybody's always scared about, oh my gosh, OBS and all this kind of stuff and things like that. But we wanted to show, and one thing that's nice about OBS, again, it's free, but you can record with it. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things, stream with it. Yeah, there's a lot of things. So we wanted to make sure and share that.
Okay, and to be fair, I do laugh a little bit and say that I'm a level 1 user, but truth be told, I'm a little bit more advanced than that. I'm like 2.1. Level, because I do actually stream and record using my OBS. I do not use 𝑉oiceMeeter. I use sound through my OBS, which is another thing we could talk about during any of our community memberships meetings. So these are all things that if you are interested in learning any more about any of these things, if you're like, hey, that was great, tutorial, I would like to know a little bit more, hit that join button, because that is exactly how you find out more. And I do have to say this, being a top tier level, I forget the name of the level.
The super
mega fan. Is that right? Super mega incredible awesome fan, because I'm awesome as well. Anyway, the ultimate super mega ultimate fan. You actually take time one-on-one with people to work on a project that they need help with. So I think that's pretty awesome. You recently helped me with some spreadsheet issues I needed. So very grateful to be a super mega ultimate. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that they have that option as well. And
one-on-one stuff, absolutely. Yeah, 100% for the super megas. You can anytime reach out to me, and we will work out a time that I can individually help you if you have something.
I was just going to ask Jolin for the hashtag super mega ultimate fan. That's right. That's right. Hey, so Eileen made it also.
Hey, Eileen, love having
membership marker next to her name. Hello from Philly. So I got to bring these up because Andrew did say OBS learning curve can be simple, but not if you want to do really cool stuff. That does get complicated. And that's why I said it's a level 12 item. So you can work up to it, which is really, really cool. And then I love this. This is a great comment, Andrew. Very good. OBS is usually limited only by the host's equipment and imagination. And you're absolutely right.
That's a valid point.
If you can think it, you can do it. As long as you have a computer that will do it too. But
right, exactly. Well, and he brings up a point. For example, a person with a Chromebook can't use OBS. True. I mean, there's certain things that you can't. You know, an iPad, not going to do it. Not going to be able to do it. So yeah, there's limitations that way. But it like anything. I mean, there's always going to in whichever device you have and things like that. We just wanted to show this today because I think Heather said, you know what? You really kind of need to show a little bit more basic as opposed to going so extensive on some things sometimes, because for her, no, it's not, you know, more than that. But no, and I agree. I think sometimes we get overwhelmed with all the stuff that we have and everything, the super powerful stuff that we have and all the things it can do. Look at there. See, look at me going down here and changing that. So anyway, I was moving some stuff around, trying some different things. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, I think this is pretty awesome. I can't wait to have the discussion in the backstage pass with the YouTube members
Absolutely.
And those who join us there. I'll be sending out the link so that way you can join us if you haven't already got it, but we'll be seeing you over there. We can talk about it some more.
Yep. And next week's show, lots of tech in the news and stuff like that. I will be remote because I'm expecting a third grandchild. So I'm looking forward to that.
And you've been eating for two lately, so I fully understand. No, I'm sorry that I had to say it. It's not true.
No, and I don't understand because grandparents have nothing to do with that eating for two stuff. But anyway, no, Heather, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I know that.
Love being here.
Yep.
Awesome. Listen, this is when I love this the most. Look, here's a comment for Russ. Now that I have viewed this, I realize that I need to learn about how to organize my scenes and sources.
Oh, nice. See? So somebody got something out of it, right?
That's right. Go. Ron with Tech for Seniors.
Well, thank you, Ron. I appreciate that.
This is great.
Very kind of you.
Congratulations on the third grandbaby coming.
Yep.
For sure. Very excited.
Thanks. I hope the members out there.
Your daughter-in-law is actually the one who's lifting the load here, so we really want to wish her well and hope everything.
That's why we want to go help her out. We want to go watch the other kids so she can kind of relax a little bit through all that. Anyway, it's awesome. Love you folks. Appreciate you. If anybody's watching this in replay, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Just because you're not a member doesn't mean that I won't help you out. Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean,
we talk about the membership because we want you to have the perks of the membership. It's not because we need, for a whole bunch of people to come join us in the secret place. Like, it's just really cool there. We have cookies and stuff. It's fun. But anyway.
We do? Wait a minute, I missed out on that.
I have cookies. If you don't bring cookies to the table, that's your problem, man.
Okay. All right. Virtual cookies. That probably wouldn't taste quite as good. All right, folks. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Heather.
Bye.
Bye all. See ya.